Neverland. Hey, everybody's favorite bad guy, Ty-Ty. Superman. How you doing? This is it, the answer portion to the Q&A. Try to be a man of my word. I try to make it for this afternoon earlier, but hey, getting some rest. So, fresh cup of shut the hell up. No language barrier in this one. Let's get to it. I thank you for 3 people, actually, today, that had put in some questions and wanted the old bad guy to answer a couple of them anyway. So, good stuff. Don't worry, it's just coffee. Fresh cup of shut the fuck up. Alright, I know I look like a mess. Sorry, whatever. I have a bunch of stuff that I have to take care of there tonight, so. Without further ado, let's get to your questions. I want to thank those that sent them in. There were a couple more that I couldn't answer on video because they're nonsensical. And they weren't even public either. They were just sent to me in a private message or whatever on Facebook. So I might save those for next time. I don't know. So here we go. Kind of scared of the last one because I try not to keep that kind of news on my channel. But hey, I did say I'll answer anything you guys throw at me. So. Give me a second here. Alright, let's get into this. Let's do this. Yeah. Cool. I'm a dork. So, right behind here I've got Notepad. I had to copy and paste them, so this way it's all easy for me. And, So I'm going to stop looking at myself and take a look at you guys. First question. I'm going to answer the best for last, by the way. First question comes in from Danny at T.Heat. Love you, buddy. I seriously love you. One of the funniest people I've ever watched. You and Flavio you guys are great. Thank you again for supporting my channel. Danny says, from T.Heat, I hope this question is approved. Well, of course it is, man. I leave the whole comments to these questions and answer videos, I just leave them wide open. So you guys can ask anything you want. I hope this question is approved, LOL. So have you always looked like Jesus, or did you ever cut the sweet, sexy hair? Love you, dude. Keep up the great work, and always love to hear you, brother. I love to hear from you, too, Danny. It's been a while. Get on that stuff, man. Where's the drive home? Where's the, personal vlog? Where's the, funny stuff with Flavio? Get together, guys. You got to start getting back on that. Did I always look like Jesus? Not always, no. I used to have a really bad example, actually, back in high school. I was with a chick at the time who is still near and dear to my heart, who we decided to frost my tips of my hair blonde. And it used to be spiky and, probably about an inch off my head, if you can imagine that. Maybe 2 inches. Maybe 2 inches, but, if you can imagine that. That was back in high school. I was still kicking around then with people and stuff and try to be popular and, it's so pretentious, right? It wasn't until recently, I think, I used to have long hair before too. I'm doing this one more time before this starts to go and that starts to go, so I get a lot of comments about that. Dude, your hair's sweet, man, Well, thank you. I'm glad I can give good face, or maybe you can't see my face with my hair over it or whatever. Today, today's days, I'd say the last, Jesus, literally. I don't know how long it took me to grow, honestly. It was probably about 3.5 years. It grows pretty quick. I mean, I did have a cut before, and, first, and I'll be honest, because that's what we do on my channel. I'm honest. First, I was kind of depressed over what happened, in a bad relationship before this one, and I just didn't feel like cutting my hair, Plus, my mother's a hairdresser, so hi, Mom, if you're watching. I don't think she does, but love you. Guess it's just my rebellious nature, poking out, right? Plus, I have to shave this face here in a little bit. So, thanks for the question, Danny. But no, maybe I'm just too lazy to cut it. I don't know. for work, I work in a restaurant, obviously, work around pizza, so I have to double tie it back. Now, when I say double tie it back, I tie it back once, and then I put another one in the... You get the idea. So, also a huge shout out to dollar stores for carrying these rubber numbers. I really like those. Those are cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. I haven't had it trimmed in a long time. Last person that trimmed it was Lisa. And that was probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago. I'm really bad with time perception. But I think it's time for another trim again. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, maybe. It's my hair. I'll do what I want with it. Damn it. Thanks for the question there, Danny from T.Heat. Go check him out. T.Heat on YouTube, that is. Thank you very much. I love you boys, man. You guys are super awesome. Super, super, super awesome. So let's click back over here again. This is going to come from an anonymous individual who told me, don't you dare say my name. Okay, all right. It's up to you guys, man. You guys want me to say your name? If you want me to just keep that. Take two. If you want to be kept off the radar, that's fine. You just let me know either way. So this way I don't actually accidentally say your name or whatever, because I have to copy and paste it to this notebook thing. Okay, so I'm not going to say your name. This individual asks, what's taking so long with another rant to own? It's been 3 months. I know. Thank you. I didn't really think that at first the rant to own series would come off so well, because I'm literally fucking bitching at a camera. Like, just literally bitching. And I mean, to me, it's kind of harsh, but hey, it's reality. It's the truth. It's a lot of negativity to get out. It is therapeutic. It's one of my favorite things to do, obviously. And it's also good for, bringing emotion across instead of, like, typing to somebody. You can really, like, it has been 3 months, hasn't it? Rant to Own 15. It will be coming up after, I don't want to say directly after this one, but it will be coming up very shortly. I just have to put all my notes together, because sometimes I do this behind, you don't see me clicking around most of the time, because I try to, not be rude, first of all. So I have to get my notes together just to make sure I have everything all, from the top down. Or if you guys want me to just do it from the, fly off the cuff and just like bitch and just keep going, that's cool too. I've done that before. Either way, I just want to make sure that it comes across the right way for you guys. It's a pretty important series to me. It's the only real series I got, but I've had to cancel others because it's just either negative feedback or, it's all about you guys and what you want. So thank you. I really appreciate that you like the rant to own stuff. I do too. I love doing it. It's not a character I go into. It's literally just me, obviously. So that's the easy part. The hard part is just putting together a subject, to make sure it's not too racy, make sure it's not too, judgmental. It's hard for me to do that because it'd be so easy just to follow everybody else out there in Neverland to, fly off the cuff and say some pretty disgusting things about society and attitudes and all that stuff. So I'll get on that. I will get on that, I promise. And I always keep my promises, so. I went out again. Thank you for the question. One of my Facebook buddies. So thank you. I appreciate you watching me. You've always been a supporter of me too. I can't say who you are, but a supporter of me too since day one. So thank you. I personally know this person, and they're quite awesome. So, I'll keep it rolling, I promise. It's Rant to Own Part 15, which is wild. It blows my mind. I don't... Like I said, I still remember doing like 3. You know what I mean? After the whole water pipe incident. Man. So, thank you. I really appreciate that. Alright, so the next one I don't have to click because it's right underneath of this vid window, thank God. I just made this sound like reboot. Like, what the hell? Vid window? Anyway. Last but not least, this is the... Ooh, I promised I'd answer it. Huge shout out to Ireland, and I finally got your name right there, pasted right there, so this way I don't forget it. Cool name, too. It's Wild Eagle Dark Watch. She's all the way from Ireland. A pretty lass from Ireland. Thanks for watching, sweetie. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you. There's no alcohol in this, but I'll have one for you later. How about that? Wow. That's amazing. This internet stuff, this is, it's pretty cool. She brought up the fact that, she comes from, first of all, Ireland, yeah. But I have this friend of mine down in the bayou in New Orleans. His name's Charles Walton, who got taken off of YouTube. The channel got terminated for pretty racy subjects through no fault of his own. I didn't see him do anything wrong. This is where Wild Eagle Dark Watch comes from. She comes from his channel. Thank you for jumping over. Hey, good people should be with good people. Good people should know each other. And on this channel, I try to keep good people knowing each other. So, that's a long story. So, long story short, Charles Walton on his channel was the main source of information for me when I was studying up on the Las Vegas shooting. I try not to say too much of that stuff on my channel, but hey, you asked an honest question, you get an honest answer. Especially from Ireland, you fucking betcha. Are you going to be doing anything on Paddock? Oof. I never have before, so let's do it now. Just for you. Why not? What's my opinion on Stephen Paddock, the shooter from the Las Vegas shooting? There's a lot of stuff that I've studied up on, obviously, and Charles' channel was one of them where I was looking through a bunch of information. There's a lot of shills on YouTube that, if you want to look up correct information on a specific shooting, like whether it be Sandy Hook, whether it be et cetera, there's been so many, and it's such a horrible thing, man. The Batman Dark Rises theater shooting was horrible also. But we're talking about this one specifically because she asked. What's my opinion on Paddock? I honestly believe, brace yourselves, Neverland. Honestly believe that there were multiple shooters. I believe that Paddock was a scapegoat through the whole process, through the whole ordeal. I believe there was a bad deal due to either drugs, guns, etc. That's why he took his own life, right? I did see the photographs of everything, and it was horrible. I'd recommend everybody check it out, but you can't unsee the already seen, man. I'm warning you. I believe that there was a female in that hotel room. Jeez, I hope I don't get shut down for saying this stuff. But no, I just recently saw, and I can't remember his channel name on YouTube, but I just recently saw a couple nights ago where this guy was, hard to describe. He was going over some footage of another guy on YouTube, and he found a guy hiding in a palm tree right in front of the Mandalay Bay. I don't know. There's always more details always coming out because there's always more people trying to say their truth on the whole process. So it's really hard to differentiate, what good source of information you have versus, another one. For me, I'm all about, especially when it comes down to studying about many subjects, like ufology, UFOs. That's my thing, mainly. It's hard to say, one thing versus another because there's always more information coming out, especially after a huge event like that. I wholeheartedly believe that Stephen Paddock did obviously have something to do with that. Was it a setup? That's the up in the air part. He actually had, apparently he had calibrations on paper on a note right in front of him, so this way it's just like a sniper spotter for a sniper, right? So you have two people, one writes down distances and trajectory angles. There's a note just like that left on his octagonal, I don't know. The thing looks like a stop sign anyway. Octagonal little table there. There's a note there. There's a breathing tube, bright blue breathing tube, right underneath or right beside these two chairs that were pushed together, which I thought was a bathtub at first, which would make no sense because in his hotel room right in the middle, you shouldn't have a bathtub there. Anyway, I like Charles's work when he was talking about that. There's also other information coming in from another channel where there was this female with this mask on, like this weird sexual deal going on, and had this mask on, the breathing apparatus, and jeez. There's just, you know what I mean? And there's just so many things surrounding that. And because I do not honestly believe that the Las Vegas Police Department really brought out the right information on that. Obviously, they're trying to cover up something. I still think Stephen Paddock was a scapegoat from two different angles. Angle number one being, was he the shooter? And was he a lone gunman? I don't believe so. There's also a helicopter theory, you know what I mean? Which is pretty enticing. There were a few helicopters that were basically off the radar. Well, they're on the radar, but they're off the grid. Police choppers, and they're trying to blame the tourist choppers, I guess, for flying around at the same time and not landing, and others did land. And something else that really bothered me, too, about the whole ordeal is that these poor individuals that are getting shot down there, down at the Root, what was it? The Root? Yeah, the Root Festival. I can't remember the number. Route 91, I believe. These poor people, these poor individuals, hundreds were injured, 58 were killed. God bless them. I feel so bad. But there's another thing, too, where some of these groups of individuals were breaking off from, let's say, a 20,000 crowd, because there was a lot of people down there. And they were flying over the fence, like they were jumping over the fence to the McCarran Airport. Now, for those of us that do know ufology, at least other branches around it, and I'm all over the place here, but just follow me on this one. The McCarran Airport houses the Janet flights for Area 51. The Janet flights, the red striped, bright white planes that take the employees from Las Vegas to Area 51 to go work. I don't know how they got in there. I don't know. I mean, obviously they're being shot at, so it's obviously an emergency, and I feel so terrible for them. But that terminal, unless they got into a public side of the terminal, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure, like I'm not very familiar with the surrounding area, or even that airport in general. I just know that there's, restricted areas there. There's other reports coming in that there was other shooters, like say, Hooters restaurant, I guess. There's another reported shooting. It's all kinds of stuff, man. It's just hard for me to cover one topic, but your question was, what's my opinion on Paddock? So, Mary Lou Danilou, his girlfriend, that's up in the air, like saying that she was part of it, then not part of it, then they had to fly her back and interrogate her. It's just a lot of shifty information. Stephen Paddock himself, my opinion on him, high-stakes gambler, obviously, did it for a living, I guess. His brother's a whack job. My opinion on him, I don't know if I even have one. I mean, obviously he shot himself, and it's so tragic. It's done and over with. If it was him, I believe him to be a very evil person. Somebody that just singled out this whole entire festival full of people, obviously a sicko, and decided to just pull a trigger in this, bump stock AR-15, I guess. Other guns in the complex, but whatever. Evil person. something that should never have happened, something that I couldn't even fathom would happen. And I live way up here in Eastern Canada. You know, I feel very blessed, you know, that way, where I'm just up and out of the way of trouble. Not to say that nothing happens around here, but I feel so bad for the victims and their families and their friends. I'll keep looking into it. I'm always checking out stuff. I plan on getting a hold of Charles again too anyway, so just to say, hey, I don't know. Maybe, Charles, hopefully if you're watching, I don't know if you are. Hi, by the way. Love you, buddy. Maybe give me a call. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, something on... We'll do something, and then maybe we'll get more in depth with that, because it'd be nice to have Charles's opinion alongside of mine too. You know, because I could be forgetting some information, or it's just nice to get that out. You know, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. I hope that covered that, sweetie. Stephen Paddock, if he was the lone gunman, and if all of the, because I mean, it's all the stuff that I've studied, and it's all about small detail coming together and forming the bigger picture. For me, I'm all about small detail, just so I can get the bigger picture, because I don't want to form an opinion unless I have, you know, at least solid fact, as the rest of us do. You know, there's no solid fact to that. It's just all up in the air. So, and there's so many different people like reporting on that, or you know, have their own opinions on their own channel. You know what I mean? And you can't fault them for that, but you know, it'd be nice to have more information to go off of, because I would say that people are being paid off to shut the hell up on that. So, and I think that's wrong. I think that in this world, that information shouldn't be stifled. It should be, you know, transparent. It should be wide open. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I'll keep looking into that. I'm not too entirely sure, but I'm just going with the fact that, you know, I believe there was multiple shooters. Excuse me. And, yeah, I'm going to go with that, because leaning towards that information for me, where there's multiple shooters, sorry. It's more feasible. It's more, you know, to me, it's more transparent to see the stuff around that, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, you get little tidbits of the truth in there, and that's what I mean by putting all the small stuff together, so you get a bigger picture of the whole ordeal. And that's the way we should be looking at stuff, you know. Expand your minds, use your brains, Neverland, and, you know, try to pick out the truth. That's what it all comes down to. Well, that's that. So thank you for watching me from Ireland. That's awesome. That is awesome. Cheers to you, lassie. That's a horrible way to say the accent, but anyway, you get the idea. I want to thank you guys for sending in your questions. If you want to, actually, honestly, if you want to, at the end of this video, the bottom, in the comment section down here, feel free to ask me some more questions, and I'll do another Q&A coming up real shortly. It usually just pop up with a small, like, 10-20 second video, Q&A. So I'll do that. How about that? Ask me some questions down here. Let me know if I missed anything or left something out that you wanted me to answer. That's okay. I'll get back to that myself too. So this way, this is all about you guys, man. So yeah, if you have any further questions, or if somebody actually wants to ask their very first question, by all means, right down underneath this one, and we'll do another Q&A coming up in a couple of weeks, or maybe even shorter than that. How about that? Yeah, I like that. I like hearing from you guys. I like, you know, just having a conversation, you know, with the computer screen. But still, you know, you guys send in your questions, and I'll answer your questions. So, yeah, we'll go with that. So if you think of anything, let me know. If I forgot something, if I missed a detail, or if I didn't quite satisfy the answer to your question, also let me know too. And I'll try to correct that. So, yeah, thanks for sending in your questions, guys. I'm going to go chill out now. Another night off, which is amazing. Going to have a couple with some a couple of good, really good, decent salty there people. Can't even speak English myself today. So what am I doing an Irish accent? What the hell is this? The fuck? Frick. Anyway. Pinkies up. Cheers. Winky winky and all the good stuff. Bad guy loves you. I love you so much for doing that. Thank you. Send in more questions, guys. Send them in. I'll do as many videos on these, answers that you want to. I can't even speak English. So on that note, bad guy out. Everybody's favorite bad guy right here. Me. This guy. Superman. That's right. Let me know. And I'll be back with Hate Mail Part 3. That's right. Because I'm getting, speaking of questions and comments, I'm just waiting for them to roll in. So I've got that coming up. And Rento Part 15 is coming up. And thank you again for that question. I know it's been about 3 months since I've done one. So I'll do one here very, very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean like I do stuff very soon. I don't say soon and then it ends up 6 months from now. No. I get it done. So, man of my word. Remember, if you're working too hard, hold on, sip for my working man and working woman. Oh. That is some good shit. You're doing it wrong. Everybody's favorite bad guy. Love you guys. Thank you. I hope this really satisfies something. But again, if not, let me know. Okay? You guys got to talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. And I'll talk to you. See you next time. Cheers. Bad guy. Love you. Thank you. Thanks for continuing to watch. You guys are the best.